August has been weird for 9mm pistols. Guns that sat quietly a few months ago are suddenly getting asked about every time I walk into a shop, while the usual big names are still fighting to stay on top. I'm seeing the same thing at counters, ranges, carry classes, and group chats. Somebody brings up one pistol, 3 guys jump in, and before long, everyone is comparing prices, holsters, optics cuts, capacity, and whether it is actually worth chasing before the next batch disappears. That is what this list is about. Not just the best 9mm on paper. These are the pistols getting real attention right now. The ones buyers keep handling, owners keep defending, and shooters keep bringing up when August 2026 comes into the conversation. And by the time we reach number 1, you'll see the pistol that didn't need panic, discounts, or internet noise to stay popular. Buyers kept coming back to it anyway, and that says more than any sales chart ever could. August is usually when carry guns get exposed. Thin shirts, hot cars, sweaty waistbands, long days outside. This is when a pistol either stays on somebody's belt or starts living in a drawer. That's why the Hellcat caught my attention again. I expected more people to be trading out of them by now. Chasing whatever newer micro compact had the loudest buzz. But that barely happened. Yesterday, a buddy of mine who runs a local shop told me the same thing. Plenty of buyers came in, comparing other small 9mm, but Hellcat owners weren't exactly rushing to hand theirs over. He said the weird part wasn't how many people asked about the Hellcat. It was how many asked like they already knew they were late. Fresh batches still created tension. Not panic, not fake hype. Just that quiet kind of demand where people ask when the next shipment lands, then act like they were lucky to grab one. Hellcat pics are popping up in group chats right now, like the thing just got released again. Guys are showing off carry setups, arguing holsters, asking who has mags in stock, and acting like August woke this pistol back up. That's why it starts the list. Not because it's brand new, and not because it wins every argument, but because August heat still couldn't push it out of the conversation. And if the Hellcat proved one thing, it's this. Popularity doesn't always explode overnight. Sometimes it just refuses to leave. The weirdest guns don't always get popular by shouting. Some get popular because buyers pretend they're not interested, then quietly start asking where to find one. A few months ago, I could bring up the Canik METE MC9 and half the room would look at me like I was trying too hard to be different. Now it's August, and this little pistol keeps forcing its way into carry conversations. It started last month with a text from an old buddy, Alex. "You still got that MC9? Then my cousin asked the same thing. A few days later, a guy at the range leaned over while I was packing mags and asked if I'd seen one in stock anywhere. That's when I started paying attention. The MC9 is getting loud because buyers are doing the math right now. Small size, decent capacity, optic-ready setup, Canik trigger reputation, and a price that makes people question their brand loyalty. And the shops feel it. No giant banner, no counter drama, just clerks saying the same thing. We had some. They're gone. That's real popularity. Not the loud, flashy kind. The kind where buyers keep circling back until the shelf is empty. And the next pistol proves something stranger. Some names stay popular even when everybody swears they're tired of hearing them. The Glock 19 Gen 5 is the pistol everybody loves to act tired of. Right up until a new 9mm shows up, and the whole argument starts with one question. Is it better than the Glock? That's the part people don't admit. Right now, in August, I'm hearing shooters trash it and still use it as the measuring stick. At the range, one guy shows up with a cleaner trigger. Another guy brings something with better texture. Somebody else has a bigger optic window, a flatter shooter, a prettier slide, a grip that feels like it was built by angels. And somehow, every conversation still circles back to the same boring black pistol. That's not normal popularity. That's gravity. You don't have to worship the Glock 19 Gen 5 to understand what it is doing. It has been around long enough that half the market sounds like it was built just to beat it. Every new compact 9mm gets dragged into the same fight. Better trigger than Glock. Better grip than Glock. Better sights than Glock. Better price than Glock. Fine. Maybe some of them are better in pieces, but the fact they still need the Glock 19 as the target tells you why it's here. The Gen 5 isn't popular because it feels fresh. It's popular because even the people running from it keep looking over their shoulder. The P365 XMacro is not acting like a trend anymore. It is acting like the pistol every other carry gun has to survive beside. Right now, heading into August, I still hear the same question at counters. You got any XMacros left? Not whispered, not casual. Guys ask it like they already know the answers and just want to be wrong for once. I never wanted to chase that crowd. I really didn't. But I ended up with two. One because I wanted it. The other because the deal was too clean to ignore. And the weird part is, I don't even feel stupid for that. That's how deep this pistol has dug into the carry market. I'm seeing regulars bench old favorites for it. Glock guys, SIG guys, even the older shooters who usually hate anything that looks too modern. They pick it up, feel the grip, look at the capacity, and suddenly the argument gets quiet. That is why the XMacro is sitting here. Not because it is perfect, not because every hand loves it, but because in August, it still feels like the carry pistol everyone has to measure against. And the next one proves popularity can get real uncomfortable when a budget name starts walking into serious conversations. Nothing makes gun guys defensive faster than a Taurus people actually want. The GX4 Carry is doing that right now. Not because the name suddenly became fancy, it didn't. Half the room still makes the same face when Taurus comes up. But then somebody handles one, checks the size, checks the capacity, sees the price. And the jokes start dying. I saw it happen this week. Two guys who usually talk like anything under Glock or SIG is beneath them were standing at the counter with a GX4 Carry between them. One was checking holster options. The other was asking about extra mags, like he had already crossed the line in his head. This pistol is not winning by prestige. It is winning by making people feel stupid for ignoring it. And in August, that matters. Buyers are tired of paying full-size money for carry guns that still need upgrades. The GX4 Carry walks in cheaper, smaller than people expect, and serious enough to make brand loyalists start explaining themselves. Now, it is not just budget guys asking about it. It is the same people who used to laugh at Taurus, circling back like they hope nobody notices. And the next one is a different kind of problem. A pistol people keep noticing because the price almost feels like a mistake. Some pistols get popular because they look expensive. The Beretta APX A1 is getting attention right now because the price tag almost feels like somebody made a mistake. I walked into the shop this week for ammo, nothing else. Then I saw the APX A1 sitting there, and I stopped longer than I planned to. Not because it looked flashy. It doesn't. It has that plain duty gun face, like it was built to ride in a holster and take abuse without asking for compliments. But the number under it bothered me. I picked it up, worked the slide, checked the grip, pressed the trigger, and looked back at the tag again. I even asked the clerk, "That price real?" He laughed like he had already heard it 10 times that morning. That is the hook with this gun in August. People are not chasing it because it feels like a luxury pistol. They're chasing it because it feels too serious to be ignored at that price. The APX A1 makes buyers suspicious first, curious second, and interested by the time it goes back in the case. A pistol gets popular fast when the question changes from, do I want it, to why is it still sitting there? The first thing I noticed wasn't the Ruger RXM. It was everything around it getting cheaper. Around Easter, sale tags started showing up. By Memorial Day, they were louder. After the 4th of July, some counters looked like they were begging people to take 9mm home. Glocks marked down, shields marked down, Canics, Berettas, older stock, newer stock. Everybody had some kind of deal hanging off the trigger guard. Then the RXM just sat there. Same price, same quiet little tag. No red sticker, no today only, no desperate discount trying to drag your eyes toward it. I remember standing there looking at it like either Ruger is stubborn or they know something the rest of the shelf doesn't. And heading into August, that is what makes this pistol feel insane. People walk in chasing deals, handle the discounted stuff, then keep glancing back at the RXM like the price is daring them to care anyway. And they are not just looking once. They circle back, ask about compatibility, ask what Ruger changed, ask if it takes the parts they already own. The RXM doesn't look like it is chasing buyers right now. It looks like buyers are circling back to figure out why it refuses to blink. The Walther PDP Full-Size is not being chased like a normal pistol right now. It is being hunted like somebody is trying to win a race. I noticed it last month when the same names kept popping up around town. Not shooters I usually see burning ammo. Not guys comparing groups. These were the quick move people. Walk in, check if a PDP full-size landed, handle it for 30 seconds, then start talking price before the box even made it all the way across the counter. That is when popularity starts feeling strange. I own a PDP, so I get the honest side of it. The trigger is ridiculous. The grip locks in. The thing makes you feel faster before you have earned the right to be faster. And that is exactly where the obsession starts. Right now, the full-size PDP is not just getting chased by people who need another 9mm. It is getting chased by guys who want the gun to drag their skill level up with it. They press that trigger once, and suddenly every other pistol they own feels like it has been holding them back. That is a different kind of popularity. Not bargain popularity. Not carry season popularity. Ago popularity. And the next pistol proves old legends can still make modern buyers act nervous. The HK-USP should not be this popular in August. It makes no sense on paper. Too big for the modern carry crowd. Too old school for the optic cut crowd. Too expensive for the guys who pretend they only buy practical. And still, this thing is getting chased like the new pistols forgot how to look serious. I tried to dismiss it myself. Picked it up, already ready with the excuses. Heavy, thick, old controls. Not exactly the pistol you brag about for being modern. Then the slide moved, like it was riding on rails. The safety clicked with that old arcade confidence, and the whole gun had that annoying feeling of being overbuilt in a world where everything else is trying to be thinner, lighter, cheaper. That is what makes the USP different right now. It does not beg for attention. It makes you feel like you are the one being tested. Buyers are circling back because the USP feels less like a trend and more like a receipt from a time when durability mattered more than marketing. Old legends usually fade. This one is making people nervous because it refuses to. And the last pistol is what buyers grab when they are done arguing and just want the safest answer on the counter. By number 1, excitement stops being enough. After all the August noise, all the hot names, all the "you need to try this" talk, I wanted the pistol that made the most arguments shut up. Not the flashiest one, not the newest one, not the one with the loudest fan club. The one a serious buyer can put on the counter and not feel like he is gambling. That is where the M&P9 2.0 compact lands. It does not need some dramatic comeback story. It does not need a weird price trick. It does not need people flexing it like a trophy. This pistol is popular because when buyers get tired of comparing everything, they end up here. Good size, good grip, real capacity, proven track record, easy enough to carry, big enough to shoot with confidence, and boring in the exact way a defensive pistol should be boring. That is what separates it in August. Every gun before this had a reason people were chasing it. The M&P has something stronger, fewer reasons to walk away. And when money is actually leaving your pocket, that matters more than hype. Popular pistols get attention. The M&P9 2.0 compact gets trusted. That is why it is number 1. That's the strange part about popular pistols. 1 month, a gun is just sitting there. Next month, everybody is asking if the shop has one left, but popularity alone doesn't prove much. Some pistols get hot because they earn trust. Others get hot because buyers are scared to miss out. August felt like both happening at once. So I want to know what you're seeing. Which 9mm is everybody talking about in your area right now? And which one do you think is popular for the wrong reason? If you made it this far, you already know the market changes fast. The smart buyer doesn't chase every crowd. I'm Steve. Stay sharp and don't let August hype spend your money.